Hi everyone, Summer here with AstariaSen, and I just wanted to do a quick video and tell you guys how it went at the Holistic Expo over the weekend. It was 2 days. We had a ton of people come through. It was pretty crazy. I think the very first day, for the entire day, we had like 1,600 people come through for that first day. It was pretty insane. I sold a lot of pieces, which is super good. And on Sunday, I had one of my friends watch my booth, who also has a booth there. And I went around and I bought some things from other local vendors so that I could help support them too. And I wanted to show you what I got. So I did get 2 new decks. One's Tarot and one is Oracle from 2 different shops. So the Tarot one I got is Tarot of the Moon Garden. And I've been kind of like off and on about this deck on whether or not I want to get it. And I finally just bit the dust and got it because I wanted to. So I'm going to be trying that out and see how I like it. And then I guess there's a new deck. And this was actually on my wish list before I ever went to the Holistic Expo. I had saw that it was coming soon this year. And it's this deck right here. It is Universal Folk Oracle. And it's so pretty. The artwork on it is so pretty. So I'm excited to do like a walkthrough of that. Try out using this deck and see how it goes. And then there was several handmade artists there. So I got, for like my fairy den, because, you know, I'm working on that. I want to be able to hang things and decorate it the way that I like it. That makes me happy. And there was somebody there who was doing like this chainmail, handmade chainmail stuff. Isn't this gorgeous? And it's got the tree here at the bottom. It's so pretty. And it reminds me of the fairy star, even though I know it's not, but it does remind me of the fairy star. And I just really like it. So I'll be hanging that up in my fairy den when I get more to it being decoratable. And then this is also handmade. So it's got the handmade sticker on the back. And it's so pretty, this little bowl. Well, it's like a plate, like a charger plate kind of thing, but it is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? So of course this is going to be something that goes on my altar stuff. And then I got a moonstone. Well, it's not a moonstone, but it's a moon of stone. Like this. So, and it's really pretty, and I thought that would be really perfect for my moon stuff, since you know how much I like doing my moon stuff, right? And then the last thing I got, which was super, super cute, is this little canvas bag. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. Okay, this little canvas bag right here. The moon made me do it. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. It's so great. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll put something in it. Maybe a tarot deck will go in it or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. There was some really cool stuff there. And there was like an aura lady there who read your aura via pictures. There was another aura lady there who painted your aura. And oh my goodness, she charged $4 per minute for paintings. It was crazy. Wow, right? Wow. Then there was lots of tarot readers. I sit in, they got it set up in rows, and I was going to take a video for you guys, but it was so crazy busy. I just didn't have time to sit and do a video too. So it's set up in rows. So there's like 4 rows of vendors all lining this one building, okay? And the row right across from me is just tarot reader after tarot reader after tarot reader after tarot reader after tarot reader. So I always have this interesting view of how these tarot readers line up, like are set up, and then how people interact with them. People literally line up. They line completely up, and they go to the first one, and then they move down to the next one, and then they move down to the next one, and then they move down to the next one, and they just keep going all the way down the line of tarot readers. And for me, I'm trying to figure out why do that. But I think what it boils down to is they want to know which ones are the good ones and which ones are accurate and not accurate, so they can tell their friends or something like that. And then there's other people who just want reading after reading after reading after reading. And then there's other people who they've never had a tarot reading before. They don't know which one to go to, so they go to whichever one is first or whichever one has the least line or something like that. I actually there was a line forming. There was a lady right across from me, and there was a line forming outside of my booth. And so this one lady comes in and she's looking at my stuff, And I'm just sitting at my table. I have like an L shape on one side set up and then a backwards L on the other side, and I'm on the other side of the backwards L. So you walk into my booth to walk around all of it to see all my stuff. And I might show you guys like a little like walkthrough video, because I did do one for Facebook when we were doing the event. So I might go ahead and mute my voice on it and then do like a little walkthrough of my booth so you guys can see how I set it up at the end of this video. But anyways, so she comes in and I was sitting at the back of my table and she goes, "Oh, are you a tarot reader? There's clay everywhere." And she's like, "Oh, are you a tarot reader?" And I don't even know where she got that from. I mean, I do read tarot, but I don't know how she got that from me. I don't know if I gave off that vibe or what, but I told her, I was like, I don't read professionally. I've read for a few friends and I read for myself. But otherwise, no, I don't really read professionally. And she's like, oh, okay. She kind of just wandered around my booth and then walked out. I didn't even know what to make of that. But yeah, so it was an interesting experience. The holistic fairs are always interesting experiences for me. The crowds, even though like it's in the same city, the crowds always have like a different feel to them almost every single time. And yes, I do see a lot of the same customers, but I also see a lot of new customers and a lot of different styles of people. And you get to see, because we have the holistic fair twice a year, so you get to see these changes that are made in people's lives and how they interact with the world in just a short period of time, because we do this twice a year. So in 6 months, their lives could have completely changed. And the first time they came in, maybe they were into gnomes, and so they picked up gnomes from me. And then the next time they come in, they're not into gnomes anymore. They're into dragons or something like that. And some of them were people who were waiting for tarot readers, and so they came into my booth to check it out. And other times it's like, oh, I checked you out last year, so I wanted to come back and check you out again. So it's really interesting to see how people interact with the vendors at the Holistic Expo. And what was so cool this time, actually, for me as a vendor and as an artist, is I had so many people come into my booth who were looking for me. And that's happened a couple of times, but in this instance, there was also the people who were looking for me because they wanted me at their events. They specifically came in to ask me if I would be willing to go to their events. I even had one lady, she comes in and she's looking at my stuff and she's like, "I really think you should travel so that you can go to other people's events." And she's like, "My customers deserve to have you at my holistic fair," and stuff like that. And it made me feel really good as an artist. And I don't know, I just thought it was a really cool experience, because that's not something that's happened to me in the past. So it was fun. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of energy, a lot of stressful energy too. There was surprisingly a high amount of a lot of positive energy. Like sometimes the holistic fair kind of feels like it's dragged down a little bit because people are going through things, right? And that's why they come to tarot readers, and that's why they come to holistic events, is because they're looking for a way to help themselves, right? But this time it just seemed like people wanted to get out and do things and wanted to be a part of something instead of like just sitting around or not having anything to go to and stuff like that. And I do think that it helped that people got their stimulus too. So it made a really great event for pretty much every vendor I talked to that was at the holistic fair. So it was a really neat experience. And I'm going to try another holistic affair next month. I am going to travel. I'm going to go to Gillette, which is a couple hours away from Casper, and try the Holistic Expo there. And that's at the end of April. So I'm going to spend April getting ready for that. But otherwise, yeah. So I wanted to share all that with you guys. And I don't know what I'm going to do for videos. I've got a lot I've got to do. I've got a sale going on this week, and we have a realtor coming to look at the house tomorrow, and I don't know what's going to happen like kind of after that. So I'll get videos out as I can. I'll probably do some walkthroughs of the new decks that I got so that you guys can see them, especially of like the Universal Folk, since I know it's a newer deck. And yeah, just kind of go from there. So you might see a few walkthroughs one after another from me for a little bit until I come up with some different content, or actually have the time to sit down and do a bunch of different content. And then I'll get some more stuff out to you guys, okay? So I hope you guys have a very great day.